All right, guys, there are lots of running shoes, and when we're talking specifically about the Nike brand, there's a ton. There's a ton anyways, but when we're talking about Nike, there's a whole bunch of them. We have a top tier, like very expensive Invincible 3 with tons of bouncy ass cushion. We've got something kind of more in the affordable range with the Pegasus line. But then we've also got these guys right here. This is the new Infinity React 4s or React Infinity 4s, and this is kind of their mid-price in between those two models. Which one is best? Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we're taking a detailed look and breakdown on these bad boys right here. This is the Nike ReactX Infinity 4. So ReactX is a brand new cushioning system from Nike. We will talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. But first,
after these messages, we'll be right back.
This video is brought to you by our friends over at Harry's. They are back just to remind you guys about their awesome quality shave set that will not break the bank. Normally retailing for about $13, you can grab Harry's starter kit for just $5 with the direct link down below in our description box. Inside this kit, you'll receive Harry's foaming shave gel, a beautifully crafted 5-bladed German engineered razor. The handle, by the way, is slightly weighted and it feels amazing. Comes in multiple colors as well, so if you don't like blue, go check it out. There's multiple things available for everybody. Oh, no pink tax, by the way. If you know, you know. As well as a travel blade cover to protect your blade no matter where you go. Again, with our direct link that you will see down below in our description box, you'll save $8 on the total starter kit package, where everything that you just saw is $5 and that's it. It's a pretty cool introductory price if you ask me. It's more affordable than anything else that you'll find on the market currently, and it's better quality too. So again, check that link down below in the description box. It will send you over to Harry's website where you can check everything out for just $5. And if you'd like, you can come back and let us know how you liked it. But first, let's talk about the previous models just real quick. The Nike Pegasus 40 was a shoe that I was a little bit underwhelmed by from like a first impression and everything. I was just a little concerned that it was gonna be too much cushion, despite the description of the product stating firm cushion. Firm cushion was kind of what I was looking for. You and I go on lots of walks. And so that was a shoe that I was definitely interested in, just to kind of like save my legs, have a little bit of cushion underneath my foot, but not too much to where I felt like I was like sinking into the earth. And on top of that, the Pegasus line is just, you know, tried and true. It's one of their best models as far as their running category goes, and they're always pretty affordable on top of that. But there was also the extreme. There was that Invincible 3 or whatever with the Zoom X foam and all that. The Pegasus is kind of like normal Nike tech with Zoom Air and Cushlon, but then the Invincible was, I don't even know what to call it, but just like in crazy Nike tech where it's just like, hey guys, you want to feel like you're exploding? Cool. Got you covered. And so that was that shoe. And so like that one is dope, but even you don't really like those and you like cushion.
I do. That one, yeah.
I got her a pair and I should have just got her some more Birks. But then we've got these guys right here. This is just an interesting shoe because I liked the original despite the collar being an Achilles shredder. But then there was other iterations that were okay, but not too great. And then this one just looks interesting. Like they look kind of cool, you know what I mean? So I was interested just from that alone. But then when I was like, oh, that's part of their Infinity React line, but wait, there's more. It's ReactX, what the f is that? Like, so I was like, I need to try this. The price point is kind of right in between those two models. And right now, I'm still not gonna say that this is the best option, but I will say that this is a better option than the super shoe. Obviously, it depends on really what you're looking for. If you want something that is super bouncy, go with the Invincible, you'll be fine. If you're wanting something that's a little bit more neutral, go with the Pegasus. If you want something a little bit in between and kind of funny feeling, this is it. Now, I don't know if, should we put this as part of the press release? Featuring the groundbreaking. It's like, really guys? I don't think so. Especially because how long is ReactX gonna last? Is it gonna be like Joyride? But anyways, it says, featuring the groundbreaking all-new Nike ReactX foam, the cushioning is sustainably minded with increased energy return at the same time. So outside of the original groundbreaking bullshit, the rest of it is very cool, and it's actually very true. So what they've done here is they've retooled or recreated their React foam. This time around, it's not of the injected variety. So there's two types of foams or EVAs that are typically used or more standard in footwear. There's compression molded, and then there is injection molded. So injection molded foam is fluffier. If you watch this channel and you've seen something like the Russell Westbrook Why Not 2s, that's injected molded Phylon or EVA. So it feels a little bit lighter, it's a lot fluffier underfoot, Downside is that it does bottom out quicker. So it's got more air pockets in there because it was injected. It was like air pressured and it, you know what I mean, like blows it up like a balloon. And the more pressure that you put on the shoe, the more compact those little air pockets within the foam get, and it just kind of bottoms out eventually. Versus compression molded, which is more standard or more widely used in performance footwear, where compression molded stuff is a lot more dense. It is a little bit heavier, but it lasts a lot longer. And we're talking about running shoes here, so that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for something that can handle your mileage. You don't want it necessarily to be too fluffy underfoot, because that's just not going to work out long term. You're going to buy more shoes that way. You don't want to do that. So anyways, this is just a more firm version of React, hence the ReactX branding instead of just normal React. Does it feel groundbreaking and amazing? No, mostly because I just feel the rocking motion. You can barely feel this stuff, right? What you can feel though is a little bit of compression, but it's not just because it's ReactX, it's because of the sculpting. Like they've got this thing contoured and caved in all weird. So it's forcing your weight to compress that foam just based off of the design. Is that smart? Yes. Do they do this often and you just can't see it? Yes. They actually core out midsoles quite often. You don't normally see them, but when you take off the strobel, like that top layer that's underneath the insole, the foam will have little holes in it and everything. Sometimes it's just lines, other times it's holes. Either way, it's meant for the same thing. It's meant for compression so that the foam will actually absorb your impact and then reflect or deflect the energy back to you. And that's where this foam comes into play. And does it do that? Yes, it does. It just doesn't quite feel as fluffy or as bouncy as the original React stuff, but I do think that that's great for long-term use. If you're just a casual user, you're not using these for performance, you're probably going to enjoy the original React. Now the upper is the part where you can really like go one way or the other, right? So the Pegasus was a really awesome knit material, but a little bit loose, especially once you break them in. The Invincible shoe was Flyknit, but it was heavily coated in plastic and glue, and it felt like just complete crap, despite the shoe being very expensive. This guy right here though feels like real Flyknit. Like this feels like the original Flyknit racer type stuff. If we're gonna bring the Joyride back into things, I don't know how many people actually wore those, but that original Joyride shoe had really nice Flyknit. This is like that. So basically you feel like you're wearing a very comfortable but supportive sock. You can actually feel where everything is woven in. So I'm talking about support layers, stretch layers, non-stretch layers, and then ventilation, which you can clearly see with the perforations and everything. The tongue is very interesting though, because it's attached but not. So they've got it stitched right here at the forefoot or base of the lace, and then they have it gusseted down into the foot frame or the footbed, but it's not attached all the way through the toe and everything. So it's like a kind of a weird floating gusseted tongue. I don't know how to explain it other than like it's attached but not. I will say that I just saw Drew's post this morning. He ran in these, he's testing them currently. The performance review will be available at WearTesters.com soon, but he was wearing the standard kind of like no-show stuff that you typically wear with runners, and this tongue right here actually chafed the front of his ankle. I've never seen that outside of basketball. I've gotten that many times at basketball, but never running. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting. So if you're gonna wear these, whether you're walking or running, you might wanna wear a quarter cut design sock. The only thing that I don't love is just that the whole shoe is very snug, like a sock, and your toes will show, like your toes like bumps up and stuff. It just looks a little funny. Speaking of the fit though, they do fit very snug. If you like that and you want a sock shoe that feels like a sock on your foot, get your true size. However, if you want a little bit more splay room, you're gonna wanna go up half a size minimum. Something a little weird is that there's no reflective material anywhere, which is also kind of standard for running, so I think that's very strange. Also, my shoe comes with a nice little stain on there. That's always cool. I forgot to talk about the outsole, I'm sorry. It is a waffle tread outsole, a little bit of heritage, a little bit of performance, got a stretch web look to it, so if you like the Ultra Boost, you're gonna like this. The rubber feels pretty firm as well, so it should last a decent amount of time. Definitely longer than the original Infinity, which I don't know if you remember, but it was just rubber at the toe and the heel. Everything else was foam. People did not like that. And just in case you were wondering, this is the insole. It is molded and everything, but it's a piece. It is what it is. It's just a thin ortholite. You can always remove this and put in something else. Just know that this mold that you see in here is the molding of the midsole tooling. So not all insoles are gonna fit this perfectly. So if you put in something like a Move that has a built-in plate, you might feel a little bit of like a weirdness underneath your foot just because it's not matching up perfectly. Outside of that though, I think that the shoe feels really good. Am I gonna say that this is better than the Pegasus? I'm gonna give that a hard no. Is this better than the Invincible shoe? I will say yes, only because I hate the construction construction of that shoe. Like, I love the cushion, but that upper was so plasticky, especially for the price. It's like, dude, why couldn't this be on that? I don't get it. I understand that's probably because the midsole is so unstable feeling that you don't want to risk rolling over the footbed with the knit, but then put on something different. Put on some leather overlays or something, or like a 4-foot strap. I don't know. Just do something different. But I will say that this whole heel area right here just feels awesome on foot, so I love that. I just got to get used to this rocker motion, so I'm excited to take these out and like go for walks. Maybe I'm gonna walk faster. I'll look like one of those cool speed walk guys. But anyway, sound off below and let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Are you interested in a pair? Are you not? Do you have all three by chance? And if you do, feel free to rank them down below. Do you agree with mine where the Pegasus rules? Or do you think that more expensive is better? I'm joking, by the way. I know that price doesn't equal performance. I'm just saying that that more expensive shoe is like the greatest cushion ever, even if it might have been too much. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Sound off below and let us know what you think about these in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. We will catch you all on the next one. So until then, have a good one.